All right, we back. Um, Bad week so far. My worst week. Even though, hey, we broke even 7-7. Um, Still not a losing week. 5 weeks in, but my worst week so far for sure. A lot of upsets. You had the Niners lose. You had the Seahawks lose. A lot of upsets. You know, the Steelers lose at home. That was a weird game. They started super late. A bunch of upsets. So pretty tough, as part of it though. But hey, 7-7, broke even, avoided a losing week. I think, what is it, 46-32 overall. I mean, that's not bad. 46-32 through 5 weeks. I'm just out here fucking around. 46-32. That's all I gotta say. Winning record. Haven't had a losing week. Hopefully, I don't jinx myself. But yeah, by far my worst week. So hopefully, bounce back. Week 6, Thursday night. This is a good one. We got a rival. We know how about this. Don't send no sorry receiver to me. San Francisco, Seattle, in Seattle. This is gonna be a good one. Both teams are desperate for a win. Well, Seattle still has a winning record. The Niners dropped that. That was a tough one to lose to another division rival, the Cardinals. Especially at home too. But they're depleted with injuries. Obviously, they're missing their best player in McCaffrey. Ayuk finally got going, so maybe that's a good sign for them. And then Seattle just let fucking Daniel Jones. I don't know. I mean, even the backup running with Tyrone Tracy had like 138 rushing or something like that. Weird game, especially them being at home, and it's a short week for them, playing on Thursday, so that's a bit tough. This is a pretty good game though, but I want to say Seattle because it's like you just lost to the Giants, so you think that they're gonna come fired up. You right? But they're on a short week, so you want to give the Niners the benefit for that. But the Niners don't look as elite. I mean, they've had seasons where they started slow, and they come back. I don't know. The NFC is a lot tougher than those previous years, in my opinion. I'm gonna go Seattle. I think they take this one even on a short week. I think the Niners do end up bouncing back, just not yet. Just not yet. Jacksonville finally got the first win. Chicago beat the Panthers. I feel like Chicago's home every game. Like, what's up with that? But does Jacksonville find their rhythm? I think they do. I think they go into Chicago. They got some momentum. They had a high-scoring game with the Colts. Hey, they won it, though. Don't matter. Arizona, Green Bay. Like I said, Arizona, Kyler Murray's looking nice. Marvin Harrison didn't really do much. James Conner's looking nice. Green Bay just got a big win in LA. Jordan Love is back. Everything's back. I think that's a Green Bay win. Indy, Tennessee. Tennessee's coming off a bye. Indy just lost a tough one. Joe Flacco's looking like prime Joe Flacco. Like, what's up with that? I'm going to have to get him on my fantasy team or something. I don't know. Tennessee, though, this one's a pretty good one. Not really. Looks kind of fucking boring. I'm going to give Tennessee the benefit of the doubt because they're coming out a bye week. They looked good against Miami. I'm just kidding. Anyone could look good against Miami. But I'm going to give them just because they're coming out the bye week, more rested. Houston, New England. Drake Mayer is starting. Houston's coming off a win against Buffalo. Nico Collins is hurt. What are they going to do? I mean, they still got Stephon Diggs. Tank Dell's back. I don't know what the status is on Mixon, but I kind of, I want to lean New England because they're going to have, I don't know, they're just going to be, it's at home and Drake May is starting. I think there's going to be like some fire in these guys. And, I know it's Houston who's looking like one of the better teams in the AFC that could be a real contender, but there's always these weird games. I think this is one of them. I think Drake May does, I'm not going to say he's going to outplay CJ Stroud, but I think he's going to catch them by surprise. Just give them that offense a different look because they have one of the worst offenses. I don't know. I think this is going to be one of those weird games. I do think Houston's an elite team, but you're going to have losses like that throughout the year. Tampa Bay, New Orleans, this is always a pretty nasty one. It's going to be a good game, though. Derek Carr is probably not going to play. I think he got smacked on Monday Night Football. That offense doesn't look like that offense that scored 90 points in the first 2 games. They've completely disappeared. Looks like a whole different team. Derek Carr came back to earth. I think that whole team just came back down to earth. I'm going to go Tampa Bay on this one. Go Tampa Bay. Cleveland and Philly. Cleveland might be one of the worst teams in NFL, if not the worst NFL team. I don't know what's going on with them. Who knows? Philly's coming off a bye. We're going Philly. Washington and Baltimore. Whoo! That's a good ass game. I didn't even know that was a game this week. Oh my god. You got Jaden Daniels and you got Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. They're heating up. People counting them out. They went 0-2. They blew that game against the Raiders. Then they win 3 in a row. One against Dallas on the road and then another one last week in Cincy. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm liking ball. And they beat the shit out of Buffalo. Oh, my God. They beat 3 straight good teams. A lot of people counting them out because they went 0-2, and then they had that tough stretch of the Cowboys, Buffalo, and Cincy, and now they're 3-2. They got momentum. Washington is legit, or at least their offense is legit. Their defense is a little suspect, and I think that's why I'm going to lean Baltimore. I think Henry is just going to run all over them. Lamar Jackson is going to do Lamar Jackson. I think, Washington gets theirs. They're going to put up some points because Jaden Daniels is legit. But I'm going to go Baltimore. They're riding the hot streak right now. They're returning home after a nice road win. Chargers in Denver, rival game, division game. Chargers coming off a bye. Bo Nix was yelling at Sean Payton. I don't know what this one. This one's a pretty tough one. It's going to be I think it's going to be a pretty low scoring game. Like, I could see it being like 20-17 or something. Chargers are going to run that ball, because you can't. It's hard to throw the ball against Denver. They got to beat the shit out the Raiders. Bo Nix looked like Elway for a little bit. Just kidding. I'm gonna lean Chargers on this one. Coming off a bye, I like Harbaugh off a bye. Pittsburgh and Vegas. It's an old school, fucking 1970s, 1980s smash mouth football. Winning in the trenches. I don't know with this one because Pittsburgh is looking like they come down to earth, right? They dropped 2 in a row. The offense doesn't look that great. I know people were saying, "Oh, look at Justin Fields," but the defense elite. Mike Tomlin, I love him, but I don't know. I'm just not. I was never fully convinced on these guys. The Raiders, they got all sorts of problems. They just lost Christian Wilkins. They lost. They're losing Devontae Adams. There's just a whole bunch of shit. Unfortunate for them. Who knows? Who knows with this one? It's gonna be in Vegas, so it's gonna be a home game for the Steelers because, Vegas and LA, unfortunately, have become home games for the road teams because it's just how it is now. I'm probably gonna lean Pittsburgh on this one. Unfortunately, they're going to have that home field advantage. I think they get that bounce back win after losing Sunday night. Detroit and Dallas. Dallas got that big win in Pittsburgh. But I think Detroit is finding their stride. I think they go in. And Dallas is at home. I think you fade them. I think Detroit goes and gets that one. Atlanta and Carolina. Atlanta. We're not going to talk too much about that one. They're hitting their stride with Kirk Cousins. Cincy and the Giants. The Giants just got that big win in Seattle. Cincy's 1-4. What the fuck do they go to 1-5? The Giants are 2-3. Oh my god, I don't know. I'm gonna go Cincy. More road teams. Okay, Buffalo and the Jets. Salah's gone. Why? Nathaniel Hackett should be gone. Aaron Rodgers completely is, in my opinion, ruining that team. I don't think he's making. I mean, he makes them better, I guess, but I think he's not a leader. Right, I'm not gonna get into that. That's another video. Okay, Buffalo at the Jets though. I'm gonna go Buffalo. They just lost 2 in a row after looking like an elite team. I mean, I think they still are. They are a little depleted on the injury. I got a lot of road teams, but I'm feeling it. I'm confident. I think they beat the Jets. I think the Jets may, they're gonna come out, but I think this is gonna come down to. Is Sauce Gardner still hurt? I don't know, especially if he's hurt. It's going to come down to Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers. I'm going to take Josh Allen as of right now. As great as Aaron Rodgers has been in his career, I'm taking Josh Allen right now. I think he outplays him. and that's it. Peace.